The Delhi High Court has issued an interim order asking the Central Board of Secondary Education to re-evaluate the answer sheets of all Class 12 students who have applied for a fresh scrutiny of their papers. Now, the court's direction was in response to a plea that was filed by 4 students against the CBSE's 28th June notice. CBSE had earlier said that the right of applying for re-evaluation was limited only to 10 subjects and up to 10 questions per subject. That's the information that we have as far as the interim order that the Delhi High Court has issued, again asking the Central Board of Secondary Education to re-evaluate the answer sheets of all Class 12 students who have applied for a fresh scrutiny of their papers. Now, the Central Board of Secondary Education had in fact put down arbitrary conditions as far as re-evaluations are concerned, saying that it was limited only to 10 subjects and 10 specific questions within that. Now, the other arbitrary condition that they had put down was that any deduction in marks post the re-evaluation will be deducted. So even if post re-eval 1 mark was deducted, that will show up in the new mark sheet. However, in case of marks are increased, any increase in marks, only if it's more than 5 marks, only then will it reflect in the new marks sheet. So if your marks were increased only by 1, then it would not reflect in the new mark sheet. Now, these arbitrary conditions that the CBSE had put down was something that 4 students had filed a plea against. And because of that, that being the trigger, the Delhi High Court then issued an interim order that asked the Central Board of Secondary Education to re-evaluate the entire answer sheets of whoever asked for a fresh scrutiny. Let's now go across to Sandeep Bajaj, the lawyer of the petitioners. Thanks, Mr. Bajaj, for joining in. I want to understand from you if you can take us through what exactly happened and what did the High Court notice?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. The first thing is indeed it's a big victory for the students. Actually, what happened is this year, just before the examination, CBSE has come up with a notification saying that they have done away with this practice of revaluation. So we challenged it in June, the moment result came, and this was listed before the vacation bench in Delhi High Court itself, where after 3-4 hearings, we pointed out the question papers of few students where the answers were exactly as per the marking scheme. But CBSE has not given any marks to those. And court was very furious as far as that is concerned. On that basis, Additional Solicitor General, while appearing on behalf of CBSE, has given a statement that as a special gesture that this year, they are allowing the re-evaluation. That was on 23rd of June. Then 28th of June, suddenly actually in contradiction to that statement, they came up with a new notification by which they have imposed 3 big conditions. They said that re-evaluation can be done only in respect of 12 questions, not more than that. Humanities subjects were not added in that. Number 2, they are saying that re-evaluation can be applied only in respect of 10 questions and not more than that. Third, they are saying that whenever there will be a variation of more than 5 marks, only then they will issue the new mark sheet. So these were totally irrational and arbitrary conditions. We challenged that before the court. When it came before the court was really surprised to see these conditions because there was no logic behind putting these conditions. Court came very heavily on them and stayed those conditions and directed the CBSE immediately to not to impose these conditions, to allow all the students throughout India to seek re-evaluation. Though CBSE is still saying that we are scrutinizing, it's not re-evaluation, and in the next year, they will not be permitting the re-evaluation. But this year, court has specially directed them. Now the issue is still pending before the court. Court has issued notice regarding the re-evaluation in future years. So that issue will be decided by the court.
Right. So this is an interim order, as you're saying that the court will relook at this going forward as well. What are the other issues that the court is likely to take up? What are the issues that still need to be addressed?
See, interim issue, I won't say that as far as these papers are concerned. Court has specially directed to give the re-evaluation and issue the new mark sheet. See, as far as interim order, we can say yes, court is still deciding the issue that in future years, whether the CBSE can done away with the practice of re-evaluation, which should be a matter of right. See, the way CBSE is marking the question, everyone is surprised. One of the students has got increased 10 marks in verification itself because they could not do the total properly. So court was very serious about these issues. The court is still considering whether the re-evaluation can be done away with at all, or it should be permitted in future years.
All right. Thank you very much for joining in and getting us that perspective.